Alright, y'all, I won another Lagoon tournament, this time around using Hisuian Zoroark. My teammate Archie inspired me to play this deck after she kind of bought me a bit ago in one of our team tournaments. I mainly picked this deck because it has a favorable matchup into the deck that usually gets second, which is Gourgeist. Plus, I also thought the deck was strong enough to do well in standard meta, so I figured this was the right pick for this tournament. Uh, this is game one versus Captain Dogfood. This is a member of our community. He's playing the Heracross deck. Unfortunately, I was only able to record one game of this, but we do have an amazing start with the Caterpie. And we also do not have Metapod in hand, so we're actually able to play it out. So this player is very strong. They brought a very good deck with the Superior, able to take out Oricorios, the Mega Heracross, and the Wills are able to put in a lot of work. So this is going to be turn 2, so they're able to attack first. They do have a balloon, so they can use that if they wanted to. We're going to both just use each other's forests, so I figured I might as well put mine down. So I get mine out of hand, so they're not able to use a copycat, get everything down early. But regardless, they full send, just got everything. They got everything. Is what it is. They're going to be able to attack here for 20. But thankfully, I do have copycat for this next turn. They actually opt to not attack. We go into Metapod. And since we went first, we actually get that Butterfree on deck. Gonna use the copycat. No, actually the Professor's Research just to get 2. And I actually get amazing pulls right there. The Zoroark and Zoroa. Gonna hit this 60 damage real quick. They're able to retreat, but they're not really able to get all too much out of this. So I think their best option here is just to build up that Heracross. And this is like a sticky kind of situation, because I feel like the best option they probably had was just building up Heracross right from the get-go, because of just how fast this deck is overall. And they kind of needed to just pray to get a balloon so that they can just get in ASAP before I start setting up my Zoroark, because now I have an extra turn where I'm able to do that, and now they're potentially able to attack if they get that Superior up. But all the same, we do get the first KO. They're kind of thinking a little bit. Gonna send in the Heracross. So probably got something brewing in the back. But yeah, just a quick little reminder, this is Serenity format. This isn't your standard meta. This is a format where things are banned. Lots of things are banned. Things are banned every single tournament, really. Typically when something wins in this format, they usually ban the main culprit. So the last video I dropped, the Puppy Pile deck, yeah, they banned Puppy Loving Grow. So kind of just gotta adapt every single time. Makes things really fun, really fresh. So I would love to see y'all enter these more, because this is a very fun format, especially when things are a little bit stale. I know we have a new set at the moment, so things are pretty fresh. We're seeing lots of new cards, and I'm super excited for it. But back to the match. They put down the second Heracross, and they're still looking for the Superior. Not really gonna find it, but they're able to tank for a little bit here. And this kind of goes back to what I was saying earlier. So if they just racked on points, or rather energy, onto the Heracross, they would have been able to attack here a turn early. But all the same, GG's, going straight into finals. This is the exact deck that I was like rushing for, that I was really hedging on. So I go first, they go second. all the same, I'm gonna be able to go straight into Butterfree because I have the quick grow on me and the ability as well. They do have a Sabrina, so they can use it to slow me down if they wanted to, but it also does waste a turn for them, waste a very important tool for them, so I don't think they're gonna opt for that. So they're playing a very interesting deck, having Cabby and only one of the stadiums, which can be good. But the thing is, a lot of decks in this format uses Hiking Trail, so people are going to try to overlap you before you get to it. You're going to have the Plaza to overwrite that, but that's kind of your best bet. I do like where the deck is headed, but probably needs red, I would say, if I were to critique it. But there's going to be the Metapod, and we just have exactly what we needed. They brick out heavily. Sort of hate to see it, but this is exactly the reason why we brought this deck, because we're able to get 60 damage on our very second turn. I'm gonna take that game 1 for us. But yeah, this deck, I've been meaning to play this deck for a hot minute. I just haven't been able to find a right moment for it until this very tournament, because it is very dependent on what people are playing. So this deck can be extremely frail. You know, 40 HP Caterpie can just die from anything. If the opponent has Field Blower, Guzma, or whatever, and they can poke Zoroark, you're cooked. You're absolutely just cooked. So you just pull out. This is the deck that you pull out every now and then when you're expecting the opponent, or yeah, when you're expecting the opponent to play something very specific. But either way, we get the second Caterpie online. I'm just gonna put it onto the second guy because I just realized my hand size is too big and there's really no reason for me to hold out on the Poncho at all. Like, there's no reason. So once again, another game where we have double Butterfree in hand. We have the Metapod for the back Caterpie. We're kind of stacked. We're kind of very much so hoping for a copycat, because this would be massive. But right now they're thinking about it. They put down the Hiking Trail. This can benefit both of us, but let's see if they can use it this exact turn. That's typically when I would like to play these kind of cards. But they're gonna go into the copycat. They get a nice +1. Let's see if they can dump their hand. If they dump their hand, this is super duper worth it. So they have the Pumpkaboo. And is that it? It'd be tragic if so. See, they didn't have the Plaza, which would have been amazing right now, so they can retreat. But I don't think their initial hand had anything. We're going to quick grow. I have the Butterfree in hand and the Metapod. And I draw the copycat. Insane stuff. Yeah, this deck sometimes is just cracked out. Do not ever talk to me and my son again. Hisuian Zoroark and Caterpie is such an amazing combo. I really, really love this deck. We get double ball and we get the Clef Key. Yeah, this is nasty. So I could just dump my hand entirely. I can get a +3 from the Hiking Trail. I use their stadium a lot stronger than they can this game. So yeah, nasty stuff. I really hate Hiking Trail. And this is a really bad matchup for them too, because I can just dump my hand for free. So I get the Oak, Cyrus, and the Zoroark. They can't really do anything about that. So they're just waiting out a little bit. Let's see. They do not brick. They have the Gorgeist, so they're able to attack. But I think this is actually the only thing they have. I don't believe they have any other mons, so they have to like double up on the energy here. Yeah, exactly. Meanwhile, on our side, we have full bench. They hit me for 70. I heal for 20 from this. I'm gonna be at a very nice and comfortable 80 HP. There's nothing they can do about it. We quick into the Butterfree, draw 2 cards. I also have the Zoroark and the heal, just kinda cuz. We're gonna evolve over, and I really don't see a good future for them. We're gonna heal up. Let's see if they get another Mon out. But yeah, very rough position. Their deck is very similar to mine, where, you know, they have the speediness of the Gorgeist, where you can get that in turn 1. I have the 60 damage Butterfree, and they have the late game Chandler. I have the Zoroark, but this deck has a little bit more sustain and can just stay in the fight a little bit longer, and have a nasty Zoroark in the back too that can potentially do 200 damage. So they end up putting that extra energy on there. That's just a concede. There's nothing they can do there. But thank you guys so much for watching. See you in the next one. Peace.